Have you ever wondered if an asteroid or meteorite could hit Earth sometime soon? It's a thought that comes up now and then, especially when a new movie hits the theaters or when headlines mention a close pass by a space rock. But how realistic is it? Are we actually at risk of a major impact event in the next few years? The answer might surprise you, because while Earth is indeed constantly interacting with space debris, the real story is much more complex and far more fascinating than simple yes or no answers. First, let's talk about what we're even dealing with. Out in space, especially in the region between Mars and Jupiter, there's a whole belt of rocky objects. We call them asteroids. Some of them are tiny, just a few meters across, and some are hundreds of kilometers wide. Occasionally, gravitational interactions, usually with Jupiter or even close encounters with other asteroids, can nudge one of these objects into an orbit that crosses paths with Earth. When a space rock enters our atmosphere and burns up, we see it as a meteor. If it's large enough to survive the journey and land, we call it a meteorite. Now, here's the thing. Earth is hit by space debris all the time. Every single day, about 100 tons of cosmic dust and tiny meteoroids enter our atmosphere. Most of these are harmless. They burn up completely, producing those beautiful streaks of light in the night sky. But every once in a while, something bigger shows up. One of the most striking recent examples happened in 2013 over Chelyabinsk, Russia. A 20-meter asteroid exploded in the atmosphere with the energy of about 500 kilotons of TNT, over 30 times the power of the Hiroshima bomb. It shattered windows across a wide area and injured more than 1,500 people, mostly from flying glass. And here's the kicker. Nobody saw it coming. It approached from the direction of the sun, hidden from telescopes. So yes, it is absolutely possible that an asteroid or meteorite could fall in the next few years. In fact, it's almost certain that small ones will. But we're more concerned about the big ones. Statistically speaking, Earth has been hit by massive asteroids in the past. The most famous case is the Chicxulub impact around 66 million years ago, which triggered massive environmental changes and is widely believed to have contributed to the extinction of the dinosaurs. Events like that are extremely rare, on the scale of tens of millions of years, but the consequences are so severe that even a 1 in a million chance is worth preparing for. So, what are we doing about it? Surprisingly, quite a lot. In recent years, asteroid detection and planetary defense have become serious areas of scientific research. NASA created the Planetary Defense Coordination Office specifically to track near-Earth objects. That is, asteroids and comets that come within about 45 million kilometers of Earth. As of today, astronomers have identified over 30,000 such objects. Many of these are relatively small, but there are still thousands with diameters large enough to cause regional or even global devastation. The good news? None of the large known asteroids are on a collision course with Earth for at least the next century. The bad news? We haven't found all of them yet, especially the smaller ones between 20 and 140 meters wide, which can still do massive damage if they hit a populated area. But there's more. In 2022, NASA launched a mission called DART, the Double Asteroid Redirection Test. The idea was to see if we could intentionally crash a spacecraft into an asteroid and change its trajectory. And guess what? It worked. The spacecraft slammed into a small moonlet of the asteroid Didymos, and scientists confirmed that its orbit was altered. This was the first real-world test of a potential planetary defense strategy, a sort of cosmic billiards to gently nudge a threatening asteroid off course. And while it was just a test on a non-threatening object, it proved that we can do something if we spot a dangerous asteroid early enough. The key, of course, is detection. The earlier we spot a potentially hazardous asteroid, the more options we have. With years or decades of warning, a tiny push, even a few centimeters per second, is enough to completely change its course and save the planet. That's why scientists around the world are constantly scanning the skies with telescopes, using infrared, radar, and optical tracking systems. And it's why missions like the upcoming NEO Surveyor, a space-based telescope dedicated to finding hazardous asteroids, are so important. Every rock we discover and catalog makes us safer. So, back to the original question. Is it possible that an asteroid or meteorite will fall in the next few years? Yes, in fact, it's almost guaranteed that small meteorites will continue falling, just like they always have. Some might even be large enough to create fireballs or small airbursts like Chelyabinsk. But the odds of a large, extinction-level asteroid hitting Earth in the next few years are incredibly low. That doesn't mean we should ignore the risk. It means we need to keep watching, keep improving our detection systems, and be ready to act if we ever do spot something dangerous headed our way. In the meantime, it's okay to be curious, even a little concerned. But there's no need to panic. The reality is we're better equipped than ever to deal with threats from space. Humanity has come a long way from staring at shooting stars with wonder and fear. Now we track them, measure them, and if necessary, we move them. So next time you hear about an asteroid passing close to Earth, remember, in space terms, close is still millions of kilometers away. And thanks to science, we're not helpless passengers. We're learning how to steer the ship.